Hey there folks, and good morning and welcome back for another shaving video. And today we're going to spotlight both a soap and well, an aftershave and a piece of hardware, so all sort of spotlighting today. The soap's going to be RazoRock American Barber, which has got a very nice scent that you're probably familiar with, and I'll get to that in a minute. But also we're going to roll today for the first time with the above the tie single edge razor. And about a year ago or so, I talked to Stan from Above the Tie, and we were just chatting on the phone. I was like, Stan, you got to make a single edge. And he was like, I've been thinking about it. And so we talked back and forth. And I also mentioned at the time, your handles are great, but I'd like to see a wave type handle. Well, as it turns out, about a year later, Stan comes out with a beautiful single edge razor. And this, of course, uses the Artist Club style blades. And look at that bamboo handle. This is the first handle that actually really resembles a bamboo design. I know Icon has one that's called a bamboo handle, but this really looks like bamboo, which is something I know something about in design, and it feels really nice. It's really grippy because of those grooves. Fit and finish on this is wonderful. It is a little heavy, which is to be expected from a stainless steel razor, but the handle is not super thick, so it's not, like massively heavy. And it looks wonderful. So today we're going to go with a Feather Pro blade to see how it goes. And man, I got to tell you, this is a beautiful razor that I'm testing out for Stan, and this is the first go with it. So now let's get to the soap before I forget. RazoRock American Barber, and this smells like fine American blend or CAD from Phoenix. Very nice scent. The scent strength on this is about a 4-ish out of the tub. Not super strong, but noticeable. It is more fragrant than the first soap RazoRock made for Fine maybe a year or two ago. I'm going to use the RazoRock Plissoft, which I think is an excellent brush for the money. And let's get loading. Really looking forward to using this above the tie single edge. I got to tell you, between the General and Above the Tie, it's going to be good times. So on the budget side, you're going to have the General, which is a light aluminum razor, which works phenomenal. I mean, I have been loving it, and I used it for the last 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks straight, and it was just wonderful. And then on this hand, we have the Above the Tie, which is stainless steel and sort of that high-end model, which I'm sure is going to be great too. I mean, Stan doesn't put out any subpar products, so I'm really looking forward to this. Soap wakes up a little when you load it. It's about a 4.5 now, so smelling very nice. And also we're going to use the RazoRock American Barber Aftershave today as well. All right, looks like we got a good load, so let's wet the face and we'll get going. Stand by. All right, so let's get to lathering. And as always, when you're using a soap from a familiar brand, you don't expect any lathering woes, and I certainly don't with this RazoRock American Barber. Smells great, feeling great on the face. Feeling very nice. No problem whatsoever, excuse me, with lather. And I really like this brush. This is, for me, one of the best Plisson type knots because it's very dense. It's probably a little shorter in loft than the regular Plissons, and it's probably my favorite knot of all the Plisson type knots that I have. I also like, many others, but this one is one that I reach for fairly often, just because I really like it. Wow, very nice. Very good lather here. And I don't know if Italian Barber has changed the formula or if this is anything different or not, but it feels much more creamy than usual, or maybe it's just been too long since I've used a RazoRock soap. Wow, this is a thick and creamy lather, and no problem with that. Which will be great for our first go with the Icon single edge razor, using again Feather Pro blade. So here's our first Yeah, that's nice. Nice. Wow. Very nice. Liking that a lot. It's hard for me to tell right now about aggressiveness, so we'll just have to sort of take that as we go. And I would say this feels a bit more aggressive than the general, but not terribly aggressive. Oh yeah, it's feeling nice. Stan has hit a home run. But this guy, you know, this razor here, probably when it comes to razors, you know, over $100, it's game over. This is probably going to be the one. Oh, man, it feels nice. Oh, yeah. And again, like I said, you have a wonderful pairing. If you can get a Colonial Razors General, which will hit your budget mark and is lightweight if you like aluminum. And if you're not opposed to heavy razors, whew, this guy here is game over. So all you need in the single edge category, get these two guys and you are ready to roll. Man, that was a great first pass. Very impressive, Stan. Very, very impressive. I liked everything about that first pass. Everything. Stay tuned for pass 2. And once again, I discuss why would anyone balk at competition, you know, or be upset, especially if you're a user, you know, of these products. Oh, it looks too much like this razor or that way. Blah, 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 blah. Yuck, 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 yuck. Come on, people. I mean, there's always a first, and then there are subsequent versions of everything to include these style of razors. And I'm super excited that Stan has made this razor. I hope Falcon Razors comes out with theirs, and I'll check it out. And Icon has one coming out, but I gotta tell you, and you know, as much as you can tell from only one pass, this right here is the Mercedes of the single edge razors. You know, it is the upper echelon for sure. Based on the ones I've used, that is Cobra, Mongoose, and Colonial Razors General. Now, the General, once again, it is aluminum, and it's going to fall in the budget SE category. So it's not really, in my view, a direct competitor to this guy, which is more of the high-end, you know, stainless steel line. But this one right here, I would predict, just based on my very limited use, because I love the way it looks, I love the way it feels, and I'm loving the way it shaves. Even with the Super Blade, is going to be the king of the single edge razors right here. It just, when you hold above the tie such precision, such outstanding craftsmanship, it is pricey at $185, but it's going to last you a lifetime, without question. It's stainless steel. I mean, so yes, it's pricey, but it can be one of those things that you treat yourself to. And yes, you know, I pre-ordered it. Already paid for it, pre-ordered it, and I was glad that Stan sent me his prototype to try out. And I'm going to be using it throughout the next week or so. And I believe these guys are still available for pre-order at Above the Tie. So go and pick one up if you like. I can't recall when they ship, but I can tell you what, if you don't mind a hefty razor, beautiful, beautiful shaver. And again, in the all-around, you know, category, this will be the king. Now, this will cost you far more than the General, but in my opinion, you have two separate razors, so I say get both. Save up and get both. Get the General, which is wonderful. And this one, again, is a little more aggressive than the General. I can tell you that. but it's not super aggressive. I'm still getting a really nice shave, a little more efficient than the general. And the only reason I mention that is because, you know, people are always concerned about aggressiveness. But again, in my mind, these two aren't really competitors. Really two different markets in my view. All right, that was a phenomenal pass 2. Stand by for pass 3. Outstanding. Soap is working beautifully too. And again, I don't know if Joe's changed anything or it's just been a while since I've used RazoRock soap, but this seems different to me. I don't know if it is. It could be exactly the same formula. Smells great. Face is feeling great. No problems whatsoever. And for those who knock the quality of the soap, I'm sorry, it's working perfectly for me. No problems at all. And the brush, I love this brush. So for the price, which I think was like either $9.99 or $10.99, I can't even remember. It's silly, cheap, ridiculous. And guys, this is what competition does right here. When we first got these styles of knot, it was 60 bucks or like 80 when you got it from France. And now we're looking at 10, 11, 20 bucks sometimes. And anywhere in between. This is what competition does. So don't balk at competition. You know, we can all love whatever brand we love, and we can love who makes it, and that's fine. And you know, I love the Colonial Razors General. I love the above the tie single edge. I'm loving it, I should say. But that doesn't mean we can't also really love and enjoy the next razor that comes out, because you know they're going to continue to keep everyone on their toes, drive innovation, drive competition, and you know, keep prices in check. And there's always going to be sort of a luxury line or a high-end line, sort of what above the tie represents. But to me, it's worth saving up for, especially in the case of this guy. Man, it's beautiful. Beautiful shaver. So save up for it. If you want a stainless steel single edge razor, that is the king in my view. And previously, you know, I referred to the Mongoose as the single edge razor of the gods, but I would say that it's been unseated by the above the tie. Just the design of this, the way it looks, the way it feels, the way it shaves, to me is just superior. Now, Mongoose is still a great razor, don't get me wrong. And if you have one, there's no reason you shouldn't enjoy it. If you want to buy one, you know, knock yourself out. But this is the one for me, along with the Colonial Razors General. And I wish Joe would make the RazoRock Hawk. But I don't know if he ever will. We shall see. But I'm loving it. Loving it, excuse me. Wow. Magnificent shaver here, people. So if you're wondering how it shaved, phenomenal. It's everything that I had hoped for and expected, and which is a lot coming from above the tie. So stand by, we'll rinse the face, come back with the post. All right, and let's get our Thayers on, because it's magic made by witches, as you know, as you well know. Oh yeah. Leroy sneezing again. Time for the allergy medication. Great shave today for a first run with a razor. Phenomenal. You really do get to know the razor, you know, over a period of time, and sometimes on the first shave it's not the greatest shave, but today was, I think, phenomenal shave from the above the tie. Here's my take on single edge razors now that use, sorry to reach in front of you, this style of blade, which is the Artist Club style blade, we call it. For the high end, if you want a heavy single edge razor, stainless steel, above the tie. I think it's called the bamboo sad or something like that. This guy right here, this is the one that I would recommend. It's pretty efficient, beautifully designed, and I'll do a video where I give you a closer look at it. Beautifully designed, great handle, great shaver. So if you're looking for one with some heft, above the top. If you're looking for a lighter version that hits the budget level, Colonial Razors General. Those would be my two recommendations for single edge razors without fail. If you like both heavy and light razors and you don't really have a preference, get both. Get the Colonial Razor General and the above the tie single edge. Beautiful. This guy was phenomenal. Okay, let's get to our aftershave today, which is RazoRock American Barber. And I expect this to be good. And what I really appreciate about these RazoRock aftershaves, that they are well priced and they tend to hang around, which is great for me because we don't double up with the cologne, as you know. Yeah, smells fantastic. It's not exactly a dead ringer for like CAD, but is very, very similar, or what's it called? American Blend by Fine. The soap is almost a dead ringer. The aftershave smells a little bit different, but not in a bad way. Smells very nice in my opinion. All right, guys, so thanks again for watching. I will do another shaving video tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow. Normally would not, but I will be. So I want to give the above the tie another go for you guys, and I'll do a close-up standalone video where I'm just showing you the razor and how the blade goes in and things like that. Thanks as always for watching. The RazoRock Plissoft, great brush for the money. You saw the rest of the equipment. The soap was great. Everything came together. It was a wonderful shave for a Mother's Day. And I want to say for all you mothers out there who may be watching, God bless what you do. You're heroes. Thanks as always for watching. And remember, keep them up, keep them open, and follow the money to get to the truth.